Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry about the small hiatus there. CapCut actually got banned in the United States, so I lost my editing tool there for a bit. But it's back. We're back. So let's dive right into the second installment of Throwback Thursdays. So today we're running the Shadow Typhlosion, Shadow Star Raptor, and Shadow Shiny Dragonite with the Best Buddy ribbon. So hopefully this is some pretty electric gameplay. We'll see how it goes. Pretty good lead to start off with. Typhlosion into Talonflame. I outpace, so let's see how this goes. Gonna just like get the Thunder Punch off first. So make them give us a shield or give us huge damage. They give us a shield. And then we probably just gonna go for two. Yeah, go for the Thunder Punch. And then at this point I might just let it go. Like the Typhlosion has done its job. Pulled both shields, and now with two Shadow Pokemon on the back, we should be able to put out some pretty monumental damage with the opponent's shieldless. We'll have to give them a shield back here, but that's okay. Coming in, farming down with the Dragonite. And then we should be able to leave this matchup with a ton of energy if they let us have it. But they don't let us have it. And they come with a Man-Time, which is pretty tricky. This is a very bulky Pokemon. It's going to take two Dragon Claws to take it out, so I might have to give them my last shield here just to kill this thing. Or, sorry, take it out. But nope, not going to give them, so we're going to bank everything on the Shadow Star Raptor on the back. Just going to come in, farm it down with the shield advantage. We're probably going to have to give it up here. No, that's so lucky. Nice. We get the KO in only 3, so they don't get their charge attack off. And then, oh my god, it's a Superior and back. So we've got this game. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Gonna KO with this fly. It might not actually KO. Oh, no, it does. It does. The Superior is pretty bulky, so I was expecting it might hang on with like 1 or 2 HP, but that did have enough damage to take it out. And then into the second battle. Here we go. I have no idea what my ELO is. I don't even know when these battles were recorded, so this is definitely an old set. Into a Glaring Moltres on lead. Again, another flying type, so quick Thunder Punch from the Typhlosion. Pull a shield, do big damage, and we'll see what they want to do. They do give us the shield, so I might do the same thing we did last game and just go for the second shield, but they swap out, so I'm going to swap out in the Dragonite, and this is a pretty uncomfortable match. The Dragonite doesn't really output enough damage for the Clodsire to be like truly threatened by it. So here you can see they no-shield it. I might have to give them a shield, get some more chip damage on them, but no, I'm gonna let it go. It's a Sludge Bomb, so we can live that. Let's see if we can get to another move. They might get the farm down. Oh, they get the farm down. That hurts. That hurts so bad. So we might come in with the Typhlosion here, farm down, and then see if we can get like a CMP tie with the Galarian Moltres coming out of this matchup. It might be another Shadow Star Raptor close in this game. But we're ready to swap. We do swap. In comes an Annihilate, and then we'll see what the opponent wants to do. They swap out on the Galarian Moltres, try and pull a shield, but we get to the move first. So I think that's game. That's got to be game. We come in, we farm down with the Typhlosion, and then just, oh no, we're going to be getting a shield to the Shadow Star Raptor. Maybe we wanted like a little bit more fast move damage, but the opponent knows it's over, so they give us the concession. That was a pretty good match. Pretty good composition aside from that Clodsire for us, so glad we could come away with the win in that one. And then moving into the third battle. I don't actually know how many battles are in this battle set, so we'll figure that out together. Another great lead, unless they're running Future Sight, and it's kind of like a 50-50 chance if they're running Future Sight or not. I think I'm just going to keep farming, yeah, and give them the shield, banking on the fact that they are running Future Sight, and there it is. So that was a great shield. Now we've got a ton of energy to threaten with. Going straight for the Blast Burn, so this could be a little bit risky if they do give us the shield. But I go for a cheeky little undercharge. Get the farm down. I know that this isn't a Future Sight, so I no-shield it. And then now we have a ton of energy on the Typhlosion. We got to look closely to see what's coming in. It's a Morpeko, so baiting with the Thunder Punch. They're probably going to give us a shield, just fearing the Blast Burn, and they do. Hot swapping in the Dragonite, giving really high pressure on the offensive end, making the opponent kind of play around us rather than getting an energy lead on their Morpeko and being able to run away with it. And then here, another Clodsire, but this time we have more energy, so I'm not as concerned with the amount of energy that they're going to be able to generate, because we can get at least 2 Dragon Claws out before they get to their move, and then that should put them into Star Raptor farm down range. Yep, they don't shield, so they're putting all their chips onto the Morpeko, but we don't need, I guess, how are we going to take this out? Come in with the Star Raptor. Are we going to try and fast move them down here? No. Okay. So we get to the fly. They might have overfarmed a little bit there and let us get to this move. But we do. Okay, so they throw the move. We catch it on the Typhlosion. That Incinerate might have KO'd there, so they might have been forced to make that decision. And then can we get the farm down in time? Yes, we can. Okay, that's huge. Okay, nice. Shadow Staraptor's Gust damage is just so offensively oppressive. It's stab. Gust is a hard-hitting move in general, and it's a Shadow Staraptor, so it's got a really, really high attack stat. And that, even a resisted Gust right there did, what, like 10% or so of the Morpeko's damage. So that was pretty nice. I can't believe we came away with a win there. Looks like the game's going to make us wait in this next battle. So second installment of Throwback Thursdays. I really do like the idea of this series because I just have so much like unused footage that I want to work through. Another great lead for the Typhlosion. So we're pulling a ton of great leads. Again, these battles might be a little bit biased, right? Because they're not set for set. They are just kind of like maybe like highlight reels from the old teams. I really don't know like where we are in terms of like a consecutive battle set. I get a little bit greedy there, and I throw the Gust, and the Incinerate does actually register in time. I don't know if that's how it should work, but now we need to come in and pay the price and try and farm down with the Dragonite. Give them both shields. No! Okay, nice. Okay, we do get the farm down in time. That might have been a possible, like, kind of 50-50 coin flip on whether or not they got the damage registration error. But now I think this game is just kind of signed, sealed, and delivered. We're really in the driver's seat here. If they do have acrobatics, it's gonna hurt. And they do. Okay, so this might be a loss because we don't have any shields left. Farming up. I think this is like the last possible moment. So we're gonna have to hope that one of these Dragon Claws KOs. Yep, it's a CMP tie, so it comes all down to this damage right here. Let's see if the Dragonite can put out enough damage. And they live on 1 HP. That is a heartbreaking loss. Oh my god. And they threw the energy ball. It was a BM. That's a double resisted move, but we were just so low in health, and it was 2 shadows. So it did just enough damage to get the KO. And that's the first loss of the battle set here. But overall, pretty good battle so far, so I'm not too upset about this. This is a tricky Pokemon for this team. Dunsparce dealing Rock-type fast move damage. Super effective against all 3 of our Pokemon. This team is incredibly weak against Rock-type damage. Bit of an oversight on my end in terms of team design, but let's see if we can play out of it. Gonna build up, gonna throw the Thunder Punch, baiting again the Blast Burn. Let's see if the opponent gives us a shield. And they do, so I might just throw... Oh, no. Okay, so this is gonna get a little bit trickier. We have to give them both shields in the lead matchup. So let's see how we can play out of this. Under tapping, throwing the Thunder Punch. The opponent might have caught on us, and they did, but they caught on a Typhlosion, so they must have thought we were going for the Blast Burn there. And then we get to come in and farm down with the Staraptor before they even get to a move, because Gust is a 4-turn fast move, and Incinerate is a 5-turn fast move, so we just barely outpaced them there. And now it's an Azumarill, so with no shield, this Pokemon is terrifying for our backline. It can nuke all 3 of our Pokemon. It does super effective damage or double super effective damage against the Dragonite. It does super effective damage against the Staraptor. Here you go. Ice Beam takes it out. And now it's all up to the Typhlosion, which I think has a Thunder Punch banked. I'm not too sure. And then the Dragonite. So we're going to come in, and we have to try something fancy here. There's no way. And we do. We go for the swap. We go for the Thunder Punch. And it looks like that might have been a CMP tie. That might have been... It was! Okay, nice! Okay, so that is game-winning for us. So this forces the opponent to burn all of their energy. But they undercharge it, trying to get a little bit more. But they come up with the Dunsparce. I don't know how close they are to a move. I don't care. I throw immediately. And I think we can probably outpace to a move here on the Azumarill. It's going to be really tight. That CMP sack swap... Yes, it does. It gets us the win. The opponent knows. The opponent knew that they couldn't outpace us there, and it was going to be a loss. And they give us the win. That is incredible. That is such a tricky move to pull off. And with no shields against Azumarill, it was the only way we were going to come out of that game with a win. Again, another incredible lead with the Typhlosion. Typhlosion was pulling so many good leads with this team. And they swap into a Feraligatr, which is not... I mean, it's like good on paper, right? But we would have gotten Thunder Punch. I don't know if they would have outpaced us to a Thunder Punch. They probably would have, so I think I did swap out. And I might just double shield here. Well, we do. That's unfortunate. So we're 2 shields down already. But I'm not too concerned about that Venusaur because I've got 3 really good counters to it. so that's okay. They throw a crunch, so I think it gets a debuff on us, and that makes us a little bit glassier. So now the Staraptor is a little bit more threatened by whatever comes in. And it's a Bastiodon. This is horrible. Bastiodon is so bad for our team. We throw the close combat. We save the close combat. We come with the Typhlosion. Gonna throw the Blast Burn. This is gonna do huge neutral damage, but you can see how tanky this Pokemon is. It's not gonna do that much. Look, it's only like 50%. That's crazy. Bastiodon is just a rock solid tank, but they do throw early. They could have farmed me down right there, I think. So now, I believe my win con is to come in with the Dragonite, farm up. We might be able to outpace to a superpower. They swap out. Okay, that's huge. Okay, so we can get the double Dragon Claw off. I don't know if the opponent's going to give us a shield here. Oh, they're not going to. And then we come in, we throw the Fly, get rid of this Venusaur, and then it's all up to the Dragonite to see if we can take this win. But it's going to be really tight. They do give us the... Oh, but the Bastiodon just has too much gas in the tank. It had too much energy charged up. Yeah, that was a really tricky endgame. Like I said in the game prior, we're super weak to that rock-type damage. And that Bastiodon is just a stone wall of rock-type damage. So that would have... If we'd come out with a win on that, that would have been insane. But unfortunately not. Maybe next time, but let's get into the next battle. Again, Talonflame and a Typhlosion, a pretty good lead for us. I do like this, but they swap out immediately. But it's into a Toxapex, and I'm like, I think I actually like this even better. So I'm going to throw off this Thunder Punch. Might even go for a second Thunder Punch. No, going to swap immediately into the Staraptor. Kind of interesting. I guess the only reason I did that is because it's the only Pokemon on my team that doesn't resist the fast move from the Talonflame. So I'm just going to come in here. I don't go for a farm down. The opponent might have gotten to a second move there. I think they probably would have. But I can still get to another move here if I want to. But I go for a close combat. Because I was kind of worried that the opponent would try to catch on something. So I throw the close combat. They give us the shield anyways. And they come up with the Typhlosion. And then let's see what they want to do. They do throw. So we're forced to make a decision here. And I do put up the shield. They throw the Fly. It's going to be a CMP type. But I go for the catch. Go for the catch on the Dragonite. I don't know what they're throwing here. It might be a Brave Bird. No, it's just a Fly. We lived that, but not too well. But it's a Superior and back. That's huge for us. So I go for the Dragon Claw. This looks like it's a CMP tie on an Aerial Ace. So that could be best case scenario for us. And it is. Okay, so I think we can come in, farm down with the Typhlosion, and then get two... Oh, they undercharge? They get one more Vine Whip, which is a little bit scary for us. But we only take one Incinerate to kill them. Or take them out, sorry. And then now we're doubled up on the Thunder Punch. As long as we live that Incinerate that snuck through, this game is ours to win. And it is. We do win. Okay, so nice. So Typhlosion showing us that it's not the bulkiest, but it has just enough bulk to live when it needs to live. And then that is a very close win for us, and I will take that. And then going into the battle, it looks like we're into maybe our last battle, or this might be the second to last battle. But this is an interesting Pokemon, but luckily it's on our Typhlosion, and we deal double super effective damage against it. But then they come in with a Dragon type, and that is tricky for our team. So I might just throw this Thunder Punch, get a little bit of chip damage, and then come in and try and farm down with the Dragonite. Can we outpace? Nice. Okay, so they were just about to get to their charge move, and that would have put us in a little bit of a tricky spot. I throw on bad timing here. I think my thought was I wanted to throw Superpower as early as possible to minimize the amount of farm that they would get. But looking back, if I timed it better, I would have gotten to two moves, and that would have been great. And we get denied. We don't sneak our fast move in there, and that is horrible for us. So let's see what the opponent has on the back. And it's a Guzzlord. This has got to be game over, right? There's no way that we can win this. Because we're going to come in. They don't even shield. So maybe we can get a farm down. And it would be like a 2 shield on the opponent's end win. Although, it's getting to be pretty close. I think that might actually be possible. It all comes down to whether or not they can outpace us. And they can't. Okay, this might be possible. Again, I don't know why. I think I threw this because I wanted to make sure that the opponent doesn't get 2 fast moves off. And they don't. So if we can get this move off. No! Oh, they get us with the last Volt Switch. That was so close. That was only like maybe a turn or two away from being a tie, I guess, for us. But, oh, that was so close. Such an interesting, amazing lead for us. And we just could not pull away with it. This time we're safe swapping into the Staraptor from a Gastrodon lead. That's a horrible, horrible lead. The opponent's staying in, though, and that's a little bit interesting. Generally, you'd expect that these teams would have a really, really good counter to flying types because they have such a weak Pokemon to flying types in the front. And they built up so much, I was like, this feels like it might be a Water Pulse. And then comes in a Typhlosion, which is tricky for us. They get fearful of the fly that we were about to get to, so they just throw their energy, and I like that. So I think I'm probably going to come in here with the Dragonite, maybe farm down. But I guess the Typhlosion is kind of useless, so we might come in with the Typhlosion. No, still the Dragonite. So, oh, but we catch, and we sneak the Incinerate. Oh, that's huge. But again, this is still just going to set up the Gastrodon and back just to come in and completely farm us down. We might not even get to a move here, honestly. So if anything, it'll be a Thunder Punch, and it is the Thunder Punch. But let's see if the opponent's counting, and if they give us the shield. They don't give us the shield, and then it's a Talonflame and back. So this is pretty tricky for us. We might have to come in here and just try and farm all the way down. Nope, we're not coming into the farm down. We're going for the charge move. We did have a little bit of residual energy, but the opponent also has an Incinerate head start on us. So it's kind of just going to come down to the wire here. But if we do get this KO on the Talonflame, I don't think that the Gastrodon's anywhere near any moves. So we might be able to just come in and farm down with this Dragonite for the final dub of this second installment of the Throwback Thursday. And there it is. So I wasn't paying the closest of attention. I don't know what our overall win rate was. I think we maybe had like 2 losses in there, but they were incredibly close losses. So again, another fun set of battles for Throwback Thursday. And then next week we'll be diving into maybe some Fantasy Cup teams. I love, love, love the Fantasy Cup. I have so many Shiny Shadow Pokemon that are suited for the Fantasy Cup, and it's always just electric teams that are going on. So I'll see you guys next week in that installment, and then I should be uploading another video maybe like sometime this weekend. Again, the whole CapCut ban kind of threw off my groove this week, but we'll get back into it here soon enough, and then have a nice night. Thank you.